Hey, kings and queens, it's Sandra Fenwick, your mortgage consultant here. Today, we're coming on talking about commercial loans. A lot of people did not know that I can do commercial loans for you. So, I'm going to do a presentation as usual. Let me know, give me some feedback, guys, and let me know if these presentations are helpful. I know it helps me because it keeps me on point and it gives me talking points. Sometimes I shoot straight from the hip or before I was, and I don't give you all the information that you need. So I feel like creating these presentations help me make sure that I am giving you the maximum amount of information in these videos. So let me know in the comments if you like the presentations, if I should continue doing them, or you like Sandra as a more casual conversation live, like we're having lunch and we're just talking back and forth like homies. I like that too. So when we're live, I do look forward to you guys' interactions. I look forward to you guys' comments, and I look forward to saying hey, to you guys. If you put a question in the comments and I don't answer it right away, I will come back and answer your question. You guys have my number. You can always call me directly if you have questions. Now, my mentor, Steve Twyman, and I did do a full live regarding the commercial division that we have at Mortgage Experts. We have two now different loan officers that specializes in commercial only. I, for one, am looking to kind of transition over to commercial or doing a lot of commercial, but any of us can do it. We do commercial loans all over the United States, not just in the DMV. So if you want to buy a business or buy a property to run a business, buy some commercial apartment buildings or something like that to run a business in other states, we can help you here at Mortgage Experts. I can help you or any of my colleagues. So I'm not sure if you guys knew that. So I can stay on point, because I'll get to talking and keep talking and you guys will be like, Sandra. And then I'll say something that's already in the presentation. So I don't want to beat you guys over the head. I know it's your lunchtime. I appreciate you all joining me. And if you're watching this as a re-recording or a replay, then I appreciate that as well. But again, I'm open to questions. This is just going to be surface information. Everybody's situation is unique. So when you're dealing with commercial loans and buying commercial properties, then we have to have a conversation. We have to go over your goals and your plans, and then we tailor your financing to your situation. There are several different programs out here that could help you accomplish your goal. So this is surface, just gives you the outline of what commercial lending looks like. So I'm going to add my presentation to the screen. Oh, I like that, but I'm going to make it bigger, make me smaller. So my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, so I needed to make it larger, cover my whole screen so I can be sure that I can see what I'm reading. So unlocking commercial real estate opportunities, empowering business owners and real estate agents with Mortgage Experts. This is me, Sandra Fenwick. Thank you guys for joining me. All right, our agenda, we're going to go over understanding commercial real estate financing, the benefits of working with a commercial mortgage broker, the opportunities for commercial real estate agents, financing options for business owners. We do specialize in cannabis business loans. So if you're trying to get in that business, stay tuned for that. Exploring mixed use properties, and then we'll have a question and answer session. Again, if you have questions, please put it in the comments. All right, understanding commercial real estate financing. What is commercial real estate financing? It is properties, or what is commercial real estate? Properties used for business purposes. So if you're going to purchase a property and you're going to run a business out of it, that's where you would need commercial financing. Different types of properties, just to name a few, but there Listen, there are a plethora of them. For the sake of this presentation, I only put the top ones that people usually buy. So we have office buildings, retail centers, residential, or industrial properties. So industrial properties is if you're going to run some type of warehouse or manufacturing production. If you want to sell hair products and you need to produce, if you want to sell like package up food, and you want a warehouse to do that out of, which is production, then those would be industrial properties. If you want to build parts or clothing, you will look at industrial properties. Multifamily units, we do DSCR loans all over the country, but DSCR loans are on the residential side. So with that type of loan, you can buy a multifamily unit with 1 to 4 units. Anything over 4 units, 5+ units, is considered commercial financing. And then we do mixed use development. All right. The benefits of working with a commercial mortgage broker or mortgage experts. We have expertise in complex financing structures. As mentioned in my opening, you let us know what your needs are, what your goal is. Okay, Sandra, I'm selling T-shirts out of my house, and I have my press machine, but I get now 5,000 orders a week, and I need to now get into a commercial space. I need more space to keep up with my production. And this is what I need. This is where I need it to be. This is about the amount of square feet I need. This is my plan. Here are my financials. This is the money that I'm making. Here are my goals. Here's my business plan. This is what I plan to do in the next 3 to 5 years. And then we structure a loan based upon that scenario that you gave us. So we have expertise in complex financial structure. So it's not cookie cutter. Whatever your need is, you need to buy a property for your business, then call me, let me know what you're trying to do, and we will structure a loan for you. We have access to a wide range of lenders. Again, on this broker channel, we don't just have one financing source. We have a number of them. So that's great for you, because if one place can't do it, then we can find another one who could. We have tailored financial solutions, which goes back to we tailor everything to your needs. Time-saving and efficient process. When you're working with a commercial broker, because not only do we have the expertise, but we may have just one lender that only does warehouses, right? So because that person that only does warehouses, then they'll be able to quickly structure your loan and quickly get you through closing. So we have a time-saving, efficient process. Opportunities for commercial real estate agents. Now, I know a lot of realtors or real estate agents in the DMV area have their licenses to sell residential property. And some of them, don't misquote me because I'm not a realtor, I didn't take any tests, but I know there is a portion that could go with your license that allows you to do commercial real estate. A lot of realtors get that commercial portion, and I don't know what the technical term is for me. So if any realtors are watching, put in the comment. They get that commercial designation, but because they're more focused on selling residential properties, they don't usually tap into that. So we can expand your services with mortgage experts. We can come together, we can help you market, we can help you reach a whole new client base. Now, one commercial loan, as far as payment, could be the equivalent of 5 residential loans. So if you get the right deal, the right loan, it could be very lucrative for you. So Mortgage Experts has the financing options for your clients. So if you have clients that say, hey, I want to start getting into the commercial world and buying some properties for my business, then you have a partner here. You could call me, Sandra, I have a client that needs X, Y, and Z. Can you help them with this? And I can definitely help them with that. You can activate your commercial license. So if you've had it for a long time, I have that designation. I took it because that's was one of my goals, but I don't use it. Let's activate it. Let's get it done. Let's get you started. So come on, call me. Let's partner up and let's tackle these commercial deals. Collaborate on deals for mutual success. This benefits both of us. If you have clients that you can find the properties for them, but they need financing, Sandra's here to help with the financing, and you're there to help with finding the property. So let's collaborate and let's make these deals get these deals done for mutual success. Financing options for business owners. Hello, business owners. I'm a business owner myself, right? So I've been doing this for about 8 years. And before I did this, I used to be a chef. I had a catering company, and I did personal chefing for a while. When I had larger parties, I couldn't do those things out of my home kitchen, or there are different places where you can rent commercial space for a few hours, right? And that's a great idea for anybody who loves the restaurant industry but don't want to run your own restaurant. You can buy a warehouse building, right? I can help you with that. Buy a warehouse building, and it's called an incubator. You can turn it into kitchen space, and small businesses like food trucks, caterers, personal chefs, if they have a larger event that they need to do that they can't do it out of their own home, then you can offer to rent your kitchen space, sections of your kitchen space, to them. So I thought about doing that. I've actually used kitchen incubators before. So that's a business idea if you were thinking about getting into that. But if you are a restaurant owner or a food truck owner and you say, hey, I need to buy a restaurant because I've outgrown it. My food truck business is flying. It's, making money. I want to now get a brick and mortar. I can help you buy a place for that. So these properties have to be owner-occupied properties for operations. So you're going to stay there, you're going to own it, and we'll get into the multi-use area. You're going to stay there, you're going to own it, and you're going to run your business out of it. You get investment income from generating profit. So let's say you bought a property, God forbid, I want to say 75, 80% of restaurants fail within the first 6 months. It's a large number. Don't quote me on that, but I'm throwing it out there. I only lasted 6 months in the restaurant, so I know those stats are true. I had a restaurant space and I ran a restaurant for a good 6 months. And after that, I was like, you know what, this isn't for me. But if you say you got that space for your own business, but you decided, hey, this is not working for me, you can now become the landlord. It becomes an investment property for you. And now you can get someone else who's trying to start their restaurant or expand their restaurant, and you can rent that out. And now this is generating income for you. We have flexible terms and competitive rates. Being a broker, we have access to all different types of lending sources. So, we have flexible rates and terms. We'll always find the best rate and term for you. All right. So one thing that is very, very, very difficult to do, breaking into the cannabis industry. Cannabis is legal in Washington, D.C. I don't know if it is in certain counties in Maryland is legal, but in the DMV area and all over the country, again, with the commercial loans, we are not only licensed to do them in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. We can do it anywhere. Colorado started the big boom in the cannabis industry. So a lot of people moved there and opened up cannabis businesses there. California, huge in the cannabis market. So if you want to buy a property in California, we can do business loans for you. So Maryland's cannabis industry is expanding. We are one of the only brokers in this area that could get you cannabis financing. A lot of regular banks or a lot of wholesale banks don't want to touch it because of the risk in the business. You're pretty much selling a drug or something that was a drug, illegal substance. So some banks don't want to get into that, but we do tap in. We have tapped into this market, and we can help you break into it. Let me give you a small story. I was driving Uber after I closed down my restaurant and I stepped away from the food industry. I said, you know what? I got to regroup and figure out what I want to do. This is 2015. I drove Uber. I picked up a young man, the young guy. He had just finished college. It was over in like the University of Maryland. It was late too. I used to drive late at night. And I was in there and he just was laying back and he was talking. He was like, yeah, I'm trying to bust into the cannabis industry. This was before it started getting legal. This was before it started getting so popular. He said, what I'm going to tell you is this. A lot of people in our communities are not privy to the wealth that's about to come from the cannabis industry. I'm trying to spread the word to everybody in our community that they need to get in and they need to get in now. He's like, he's partnered up with some guys in Delaware and they bought a farm and they're growing cannabis on their farm. And then they're going to become a supplier to different legal cannabis operations. And he said, this is going to be a multi-billion-dollar industry in a few years. That was 2015. It is now 2025. Look at where the cannabis industry has gone. So it's not too late to get in. It's not too late to capitalize off of this business. So I implore you, if you want to get in, if you've always thought about it, you love the cannabis industry, you like, you feel like you could be lucrative in it, make that business legal, and let's help you buy a property for it. All right, exploring mixed use properties. So this is what I was saying I was going to get into. Mixed use properties combines residential and commercial spaces. The benefits is diversified income and a higher property value. It's great for apartments above retail space. So primarily, when you think about mixed use properties, those are properties that when you see these buildings in, I say about 75, 80% of the new buildings that are being built in DC are considered mixed use because they got the apartments up top and then they got the restaurants, they got schools, they got a gym, maybe a dog place, a cycling place, a boxing studio, yoga studio, but up top is all residential. Those are where you get multiple streams of income. You get the income from the rents from the apartment building. It doesn't have to be this large conglomerate of a building, but it could be 16, 20 units on top. And then at the bottom, you have a daycare center. Or at the bottom, you have a restaurant and a daycare center or a nail shop. So those are commercial buildings that combine commercial and residential space. So if you're looking to open something like that, again, it's diversified income and it's a higher property value. I can definitely help you do that. Why choose mortgage experts? Because we the greatest. Duh. But we are experienced and client-focused team. Now, if you Google us and look at our reviews, most of our clients are extremely happy with our service. We are always focused on customer service. We're focused on taking care of your clients. If you are a realtor or a title company or a home inspector, insurance person, and you have referred a client to me, I take that seriously because this is your client and I'm representing you at the end of the day. So I'm extremely experienced and client focused. Our whole team is. We are a full service brokerage. We do residential financing. We do commercial financing. We do investment finance. We do private money. We do hard money. We do cannabis. We are a cannabis loan expert. So that is hard to find in the financing industry. So We do financial planning, insurance, insuring your house, insuring your children. We are a full service brokerage, so that's why you should choose us. All right, let's connect, guys. You can watch the live replay of this on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, X. Or you can go to sandraspeaks.com and you can find this information. You can contact me. Here's my email address or my phone number. You can contact me at 301-965-1155, or you can comment or inbox me on any of my social media platforms. So let's connect. Now is the time for us to have a Q&A session. Please put your questions in the comments, and I will reply to your questions as you put them up there. If you do not feel comfortable with putting questions in the comment, please call me directly, text me, or email me, and I will help you with all of your needs. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Mhm.